Black Stars Diary. You know, Gary made mention about everybody chipping in. The corporates will be watching very closely what happens on Wednesday. It's very important. But already on Thursday, I beg your pardon. Already here, we're seeing that the structure, as you guys have mentioned, and George, you've been traveling with them, so you've seen at close quarters exactly what's happening. The technical director, Bernard Lepet, is here. The FA hierarchy, they're all here. You have, the coach, exactly. Now, the players we've talked about as well. What role should the media or is the media playing? I mean, the media is neutral, yes, of course, but in your national team's agenda, you should also be able to positively put out all these, things out there. Is it our place? Is it our job to make sure we carry all this as vigorously as we can, or we allow things to roll as, in nature or by nature? What happens, and then we report. Because there's a lot of education from Gary, yourself, Sicho. If we don't tell them, they wouldn't know.
Understand the issues beyond the results. The results often become the basis for people to the big mindsets and everything. So I've seen people go hard at Otto Addo because he's the head coach when something goes wrong. Otto Addo is it's because they don't know that there's a whole system, and even some of the decisions that are taken cannot be taken, solely by Otto Addo because he's got a technical team that he's working with. So I think that one, it's our duty to report what is the truth. But in doing that, we must have this national agenda on, because even more than ever, it's because of social media and the fact that most of the things that we say go around and they get to hear. So if we can encourage the boys, we must encourage the boys, and we have to be more responsible in how we disseminate information, which is very, very critical. It's a big challenge these days because the new media means that a young boy somewhere around the world can have access to the world in a different way because he puts out news. And unfortunately, once it's sensational, everybody's going to jump on. It can fly, and even sometimes when he even comes back with the right stuff, it doesn't really go in there. So yeah, I understand. Because for most of us, the main frontline guys, we are trying as much as possible to drum in what must be drummed in. Yes, we criticize the team when the team doesn't play well, criticize the players when they don't play well, but it should be done in a way that you don't break the entire spirit of the national team. So we have a huge responsibility here, and I hope that we can understand. But aside that, there's also the big challenge of social media and how non-traditional media men can get to broadcast news and they just to do it off with their emotions. So I think it plays a critical part.